Welcome to Globe Town. Meet Rani. Rani works in a clothes factory in Dhaka, a city of 7 million people in Bangladesh. Dhaka lies just 4 meters above sea level, close to the confluence of two great rivers, the Ganges and the Brahmaputra. So unfortunately, Dhaka has always been vulnerable to flooding. In 2004, Rani lost many of her possessions in a major flood. Climate change predictions include sea level rise, increase in rainfall, melting of glaciers, and more intense cyclones. Bangladesh is a less developed country with major challenges such as poor access to clean water and sanitation, limited investment in infrastructure, few health workers, and poor governance. Difficulties such as these mean Rani is very vulnerable to climate change and less able to adapt. However, there is also good news. Although many children still don't finish school, there have been major improvements, especially for girls like Rani. And the economy has been growing consistently for many years. All the same, opportunities can be limited, and over the years, many Bangladeshis have moved to other countries in search of greater opportunities. India, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait are some of the places where Bangladeshis have moved in recent years. One of the main destinations has been the UK. This is Lina. She was born in the UK, but her parents moved from Bangladesh. Lina lives in London. She designs clothes for a big department store. Although her clothes aren't made in the UK, they are produced back in Dhaka, where Rani lives and works. London and Dhaka have much more in common than the people and goods they exchange. They are the same size, and they both lie on major rivers, with many areas just a few meters above sea level. So they both face risk of flooding if, as predicted, sea level rise and more rain falls. However, as a wealthier country, the UK has more resources to draw on when adapting to climate change. For instance, Lina can rely on major engineering projects like the Thames Barrier to prevent her home being flooded. For the time being, some countries might have the resources they need to adapt effectively to changes in climate at home. However, most countries now depend heavily on distant places where adapting will be more challenging. Globetown is a way of viewing information about the countries of the world and exploring how they are connected together. In Globetown, we can learn about the countries we depend upon most and understand what connects us to them. With greater awareness, we are better placed to take more responsibility, mitigate our impacts, reduce risk at home and abroad, and rise to opportunities. After all, we all live in the same globe town.